Welcome to LaughWhores, everybody.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right now, I'm sitting here with
That's amazing.
very funny young comedian Vince Barnett. Vince Barnett is a DC-based comic, originally from Philadelphia, PA. Philly. Has an uncanny ability to find the funny in almost any situation with a mind that moves a mile a minute, analyzing everything you're never sure what's going on or coming out of his mouth. Vince,
really? Oh, okay.
Tell us a little bit. Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm a little screwed up here, but you know what I'm saying. Tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you get started in comedy?
Oh man, it's funny. I never wanted to be a stand-up comic. I was always that guy like that told little jokes to my friends and small introvert by nature. So, a friend of mine, actually my ex-brother-in-law, he's a pretty big, well-known comic, Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah,
from
Kevin
Soul
Hart?
Plane. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So we were doing a show in Atlantic City at
How you doing this show?
Well, he had a show in Atlantic City. I used to travel with him on the road, and it was at this spot called Sweet Cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine the Apollo on steroids in a smaller venue. That's what it was. So he asked me to perform for a comic that bailed out on him, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. He's like, I'll pay you $200. $200 for 5 minutes, that's a no-brainer. So I got up there on the stage, and I performed for about 20 seconds. I got booed off stage.
Hey, but you still made your $200?
I still made the money, so.
I'd have been like Charlie Sheen, I got your money.
Exactly. And that's what I said. I said, I got paid anyway. But after that incident, like I never wanted to perform stand-up. I had a new respect for comedians. It taught me a lot.
Yeah, because people think it's easy. I was going to ask you some of your questions, but I want to ask you this question. What have you learned? From that experience, because a lot of people, when they get their first experience and they bomb, that's it. For a lot of people.
It was the best thing that ever happened to me in comedy because, like, you can't go any lower. You get booed. Like, where else you going to go? Like, that's the worst that could happen. Now, I didn't perform stand-up for another 5 years. I got divorced and moved down to D.C. area, and I couldn't afford a therapist. My ex-wife took everything in the divorce.
So was your ex-wife your connection to Kevin Hart?
No, my ex-wife and her sister was married to Kevin.
Oh, okay.
So that was the connection.
Your connection to Kevin Hart.
That was, yeah. That's how we met.
So that's why you're sitting here on this show instead of doing Kevin Hart.
No, we still talk on occasion. We still boys. We work together.
Kevin Hart is one of my favorite comedians. I'm telling you.
He all right. He's all right.
He all right, but he's all right by like it. He's funny as shit, but I gotta say.
He all right.
He all right.
He all right. No, that's my boy, yo. I got a lot of love for him. He's doing his thing.
So what has been your biggest moment in comedy so far?
Yo, meeting Bill Cosby, performing with Bill Cosby.
Hey, you doing this show?
Hey man, Oprah started somewhere, so look, this might be you might be the next Oprah.
Hey, I would love to be the next Oprah. Oprah? Give me a camera, people. I want to plead to Oprah. Oprah, you heard it from Vince Barnett himself. Give me a show. You got this whole network. You got, was it OWN? Own me, bitch. Own me.
I thought this was my time. Why
okay, it's his time. Get a camera back on. Let's get a camera back on.
Ain't you on here every week? Ain't you on here every week? Damn, brother.
I'm here once a month.
Jeez.
Wine break.
No, but I met Bill Cosby, man. That was pretty exciting. And the thing was, like, it's funny because we both from Philly, went to the same junior high school. He was a clean comedian, I thought. And that was one of the reasons why I was always a clean comedian. I didn't curse in my routine until I saw Bill at the show, and he dropped the F-bomb 100 times during the course of the show. So, like, that was a shock.
That's shocking because remember that
Eddie Murphy in Raw, right? I think Bill is old. I think he might think he's Richard now because he was just cursing up a storm, man.
Because when folks get a little older, they get a little cranky. So, they can kind of start dropping F-bombs.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Where the hell is my goddamn bitch? I'll smack you in your head. That kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Older folks.
He's funny, though, man. Funny guy.
So what comedians do you look up to?
Bill Cosby, Chris Rock. I look down to Kevin because he's short, but
I'm gonna make sure he gets this.
Yeah, please do. Local. I like a lot of local comedians too. A lot of DC comics. Tony Woods. A lot of everybody, man.
Tony Woods is actually a national comic. People forget. First time I saw Tony, I was in Boston. I saw him on an HBO special.
Yeah, he's funny.
I was surprised to turn around and see him as a headliner for him.
But he gave me my first paid gig in DC.
Oh, yeah.
He hired me to do a show for him, and It didn't go so well. I didn't get booed, but it was a birthday party for a room full of lesbians. I didn't have any lesbian material. I hadn't been that.
You know about lesbians? They love dick jokes.
No, they don't. They don't laugh at anything, man. It was. I don't even think Tony got laughs that night. That's how you just I didn't have any lesbian material. Now I could probably rock it because I got plenty of lesbian material. But at that point, nah. But it was cool, man. It was cool.
That's cool, man. Let me look at these other questions you gave me here. What is the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you as a comedian?
Huh? The strangest?
The weirdest, strangest, whatever.
Performing for lesbians, probably. That was,
Was it a lesbian cruise or just a birthday party?
The birthday girl was lesbian. Her girlfriend was lesbian.
Well, obviously.
Like 99.9% of the guests were lesbian. Mm-hmm. I thought I was a lesbian at the end of the thing. I was like, no, it was just like a lesbian party, man.
Well, I guess you both love Snatch. Yeah. But anyway, when you're not performing stand-up, what the hell are you doing with your life?
Man, I love to write. As a result of doing the comedy, I fall into writing, script writing stuff. So I've, the New York television.
Yeah, we went to the New York Television Film Festival.
Yeah.
It was at the Passenger.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. Did a lot of networking. So I do a lot of script writing now. I'm in that contest. I want to talk to you about writing the pilot, maybe.
Yeah.
Doing some other things, working with a lot of comics. I shot a web series called The Restroom.
Oh, okay. I saw that. I remember first time we talked to you online. Yeah. You directed me to that. It was very interesting.
So it's based on a toilet manufacturing company that's going up another toilet manufacturing company to win the Golden Toilet of the Year. So that's the premise. So imagine The Office, but based on the toilet. So similar type of scenario.
That could work.
It's funny, man. That could work. And it's not all potty humor,
Yeah. Anyway, when we come back, Vince Barnett is going to take the stage and he's going to hopefully not, get a better reception than he did from the lesbians.
Let's hope. Give it up for my man Stash, y'all. That boy he stashed his jokes until the end, I tell you. That was waiting the whole time. I thought he was going to use his underwear as his napkin. I was like, wait a minute, where does it? Looking crazy, man. Rough day, man. I found out my son is having sex, 13 years old. That's not the bad news. He's wearing Magnums. His dick is bigger than mine. That's like, where do you go after that? Like, 2 things in life a parent should never have to do. 1 is bury your child, and 2, find out he's wearing condoms larger than you. That's crazy, man. But if you do find out your kid is having sex, talk to him. I called him in the room. Booty call. That's his nickname. Booty call. He came in there. He sat me down. He explained things to me. It worked out well. He's at that age now he likes to masturbate a lot. He's masturbating, and I get him blamed for his masturbation. My wife is finding these magazines. She's like, why you be masturbating to my magazine? Like, first of all, don't come at me like that. I don't masturbate to your magazines. I masturbate to the internet. That's old school shit. Fuck you talking about. But she wouldn't let it go. She's like, look, I know it's you. I could prove that was you. Like, what are you, CSI? What, you got my DNA? She went and got the magazine, came back into the room, opened up the page, put her finger in the mouth, and tasted it. That's what I said. She's like, you're right, it's not you. I told you, nasty. True story. I had to divorce her because she was the magazines. I was walking down the street the other day, and this white guy walked up to me, and this is a racial joke. I do a lot of racial humor. White guy walked to me and gave me a stack of KFC coupons. Now, I don't know what about me says fried chicken. I don't, I thought it was very insensitive. We have a black president, and somebody gonna walk up to me and give me a stack of KFC. I don't even like KFC. I like Popeyes. And the tickets expired the next day. There's no way I could buy that much fried chicken in one day. That's like, check the expiration dates next time, man. I have a lovely wife. We have a lot of sex. My wife is trying to spruce up the relationship. She always does stuff to try to spruce up the relationship. She watches all these television shows, Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil, Dr. Seuss, they're all the same. She read this article that said that pumpkins are aphrodisiac. Anybody know this? It's true. Pumpkins turn men on. There's some chemical in pumpkins that we can't resist. So I come home one day, she's baking pumpkin pie. She got pumpkin potpourri, pumpkin scented candles, like the house looked like a damn pumpkin patch. So later on that night, I'm in the bed, right? She come up there, a little negligee, a little pumpkin-colored panties. She's like, you not aroused? You don't want to make love? Like, no, I already fucked the pumpkin. You don't bring no pumpkin around your man. You read the article? She's like, where's that? Like, I ate it. That's the best part. You can eat it afterwards. You know? Pumpkins, man. Pumpkins. This is nasty, y'all. I'm gonna share it with y'all. I like to share my personal life because everybody has sex. By a round of applause, who has sex in here? I was hitting it from the back, right? So I'm 30 seconds in, I'm halfway through, right? And she turned around, she's like, I want you to fuck the shit out of me. I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, that's gonna take longer than a minute, and that's nasty. Like, how hard do I have to fuck you to make you shit on yourself? That's just, you just don't drop something like that on somebody in the middle of making love. Like, who gonna clean it up? What about the smell? Like, what if it get on me? What if it get on you? Like, you just can't. Guys say stuff like that too. This is a true story. I was at this, I was doing a show in D.C. and it was for some football players. I don't want to mention his name, Albert Hainsworth. He was there, right? So I bumped into Albert at the bar. I knocked a drink out of his hand. He was like, I'm gonna beat the shit out your ass. I'm like, wait a minute, Albert. First of all, how hard are you gonna hit me to make me shit on myself? Like, what about the smell? Who gonna clean it up? Like, you know, my wife is into that, so they dating now. They just turned Albert to dating. You guys are good. I like this. I like this energy. I do race jokes, but people think I always just mess with white people. I mess with black people too. And this is a new joke that I'm working on, so y'all tell me if this is good. This is really, really thoughtful joke. I have a problem with the NAACP. You know what that stands for? The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. I think that they should have changed the name. Like, why are they keeping that name the same? Like, shouldn't, like, it's catchy? Like, shouldn't it be like the National Association for the Advancement of African People, or NAPI for short? Like this, I'm still working on a joke. I think they would be upset if like a company opened up right next door was National Association of White People. I just think it wouldn't work well. That's a deep joke, guys. Because imagine the National Association for White People and the National Association for Colored People. It would take us back. Y'all gonna think about that later. Y'all gonna be like, damn, that was deep. That's some deep shit. That's my time. My name is Vince. You guys have been great.